It's a Digimon. So, if you didn't know, Digimon's a late 90s anime that it's still going. And for how old and long running it is, it's really good. It's kept up, and it was my first isekai. And if you haven't heard of Digimon, here's a brief summary. A group of kids gets transported into a digital world. They meet these cute little creatures that help them defend themselves against their fight to the death with Satan. And then, like, for some reason, also Elvis. But the most important thing to remember about Digimon is that it is not Pokemon. They are very different. One of those differences being Pokemon have genders. Hold on, this has a point. Don't leave yet. Ash has been calling Pikachu it for decades. Not very inclusive, are we, Ash? That's right, Digimon's been woke since year one. Like Grenomon, for example, she prefers to be called she. So they do. Same with Agumon, he's a him. And Anjuamon, that's just a big old lady. And that is kinda one of the reasons I love Digimon, the designs. And yeah, some of them are just guys being dudes, but Digimon kind of follows the Final Fantasy rule, where it's like, the more belt buckles they have, makes you a cooler guy. But what about the gals? Listen, years ago, a good friend of mine, when she confided in me before anyone else, her family or her other friends, when she told me she was gay, as a young teen, I wasn't sure on how to respond. I really didn't even know what being gay was at the time. What I did know is that she was my friend, and no matter who or what she loved, that wouldn't change how I saw her. But I guarantee these bitches is what got her. And I don't blame her, me too. As a little ass, I was so unbelievably down bad for these digital deities. I mean, look at them. These are just objectively attractive women. What was the point of this video? Digimon isn't nearly as popular as Pokemon, but I love it so much more. Don't get me wrong, I like Pokemon too, but come on. Golurk's cool and all, but it doesn't have the same BAM as like Gallantmon. Like, all my favorite Pokemon look kinda like Digimon. But I'll move on from the designs, cause there are only so many ways I can simp over Lady Devimon. The actual story of Digimon is just amazing, compared to Pokemon that has kinda this clean feel. Except for that one time where, like, you know, Ash died. It's just very safe, in my opinion. Compared to Digimon, where that kind of stuff happens all the time. So often were the characters in Digimon so genuinely, like, horrified and worried about whether or not they would survive. That paired with their frequent cries to go home and see their parents, it makes them feel like, well, kids. And in a way, that makes a show about fucking kaiju fighting half-naked angel women 1,000 times more realistic. While Pokemon's over here, having them fight the goddamn Mafia with the power of friendship. Well, I guess every anime is like that. That being paired with them being kids and their frequent cry. I frequent the ball. I frequently cry in my sleep. Am I dumb? What the So often that the characters that pair with them in their frequent cries. And their frequent cries to go home and see their parents. Frequent cries. That paired with their